Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here at Practical Healing Foods. I'm Tim. I'm here to share with you some good information, some knowledge, some good food that you can eat that's very healthy, and it's keto friendly, paleo friendly, and even I have something that's vegetarian friendly. Today we're going to be doing stuffed bell peppers. We're going to do three different types. We're going to do beef, we're going to do turkey, and we're going to do vegetarian. Alright, so go ahead, as you see these before me, I'll show you how I made them. Let's get started so I can show you how you can do it at home too. Alright, here's all of our ingredients for a vegetarian stuffed bell pepper. We have our peppers that we just cut the tops off and take all the seeds out. We have onions, mushrooms, garlic, basil, and a mixture of tomatoes and peppers here. So let's go ahead and we'll start making this one first. Alright, here's all of our ingredients that we have for our turkey and our beef. So we have turkey beef, onions, minced garlic, 3 eggs, cheese, and of course the peppers. We have 2 sets of peppers here. Alright, let's go ahead and start getting the heat going here on this pan, 250, and get this heated up. What we're going to be using is avocado oil. I got this big jug here at Costco, but you can get it anywhere. The reason why we're using avocado oil instead of extra virgin olive oil is olive oil will burn, and it's more of like for dressings and stuff. That's why we're using avocado oil, because it has a high heat of 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's why we're using that. And you could also use coconut oil. Do not use canola oil, sunflower seed oil, peanut oil, or all those. Those are bad. Those are going to be your saturated fats that you don't need in your body. Okay, so let's make sure this dude's getting hot. We're going to do the water test. Still not there yet. Whenever you see it splatter like that, it's not ready. And again, if you watch my other videos, you know that I'll use stainless steel. You do not use any Teflon. Teflon has, yes, it cleans up good, but it has a history of giving birth defects and stuff. If you get a chance, check out the documentary of The Devil We Know. It talks all about the problem with Teflon. And cast iron is not good either, so that's why stainless steel is the most healthy to cook in. It's takes a little bit more elbow grease to clean, but in the long run, you're not having metals and other chemicals bleach into your food. Okay, see how that's dancing around? That's exactly where we want it. It's warm enough now. While the oil is going, let's go ahead and drop some of our onions in here. Start them caramelizing a little bit. Okay. All right. Avocado oil is very healthy. Now, when we start cooking the meat, we're not going to cook it all the way through because we are going to put it in the oven, but we do need to brown it. So now let's go ahead and start with our beef. Always use organic. Grass-fed beef is better. You can get these big packets at Costco. We're going to do about half for right now. If you notice, I'm using a wood spoon. It's healthier to use this and use the silicone spatulas, because the silicone spatulas will also bleach chemicals into your food that you don't want. And basically what that means is once you start having all that stuff going into your system, you're going to start being susceptible to cancer and a bunch of other diseases that you don't want. Guys, looking at this, I'm going to need a little bit more meat. So sometimes you have to add, just kind of eyeball your peppers to see what size you need. I'm going to go ahead and put everything in there for now. That way we're good to go. Sometimes you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome as you go. If you see that you need more meat, go ahead and add more meat. Worst case scenario, you'd have to cut another pepper and make another stuffed pepper if you have too much. Okay, let's go ahead and add some garlic. Okay. Again, you don't have to do this on an induction cooktop. You can do this on your stove, gas stove, electric stove, or whatever. The main thing is that you're using the right ingredients and that you're using the right cookware. Okay, now I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Okay, I'm using some sea salt here. Now, if you have high blood pressure, make sure you just use a little bit. Don't go overabundance if you have high blood pressure. Okay, next the turkey's going to be up. Same drill here. Avocado oil. First we're going to put our onions in. Okay, now that that's cooked down quite a bit, we're going to go ahead and add the turkey. We're going to add this whole bunch in. Scoops at a time though here. We're going to start with that much, and then we'll add the rest in a moment. Add our garlic. Sea salt and pepper. Okay, we just set the meat to the side, both the turkey and the beef. It has to cool down a little bit because we'll need to add some eggs here in a little bit to keep everything together. So while we're waiting on that to cool down, we're going to go ahead and start on the veggie side of the stuffed pepper. All right, guys, we're going to start with avocado oil like we did with the beef and the turkey. But this time we're just going to cook the mushrooms. Make sure it's well coated. And as you've seen, I just did the water test, and so we're hot enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all these mushrooms in. And with the mushrooms, you can use any type that you want. It's up to you. Turn the heat down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil because we don't have enough oil in there. All right, what we're going to do is just cook these down, and then we're going to season them with salt, and then we'll set these aside too to let them cool. Just so you all know too, induction, they will only work with certain pots, stainless steel, metal type of pots. And we're going to add some salt and pepper. Again, careful with the salt if you have hypertension, which is high blood pressure. Keep the sodium down, it'll help you with that blood pressure. Also, exercise daily. Walk, go out for a brisk walk. You don't have to be running. We're gonna add half of the bell peppers. Okay, we're gonna also add some spinach to here too. You can cut your spinach up however you like, but we're gonna leave them whole like this. All right, so what I've done off camera, I didn't show you guys, for both the beef and for the turkey, we drained this because we don't want a bunch of liquid inside of our pepper, so you drain it. Another thing you could do is put the beef and the turkey on a dual boiler and let the oils drip out that way if you have the time, if you want to. All right, so right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put half of these peppers in here. We're gonna start making the mix for the inside of the peppers. So we got that in there, and we're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper because I just tasted it and it does need a little bit more salt and pepper. So what we're going to do to this mixture is we're going to add 1 egg. I recommend pasture eggs. These brown eggs are the best. Okay. Okay, we're just going to mix this all together here. Everything is coated with eggs. And after we get this all mixed up, always wash your hands before you do this. The people that you're serving the peppers to will be appreciative if you do wash your hands. Okay, so we're going to stuff these peppers up to the top. All right, just grab your pepper. And when you're out shopping, the best thing to do is get the bigger peppers. That way you can make bigger stuffed peppers. Yeah. Okay, make sure you push it down. See that little bit there. Okay guys, we had a little error here. We forgot to do something. We removed the peppers. We forgot to put our marinara sauce. Now this is the same sauce that we use for our pizza sauce in our other video, so make sure you go check that out. We made a video with only using cauliflower, mozzarella, and eggs for pizza crust, so check those out. So we're gonna 2 ladles of this, and just kind of like that. All right. Okay, we're gonna put our peppers back in. Okay, and here in a minute I'm gonna push this meat down because we're gonna because we're also going to put cheese inside there. So also remember that you leave room for cheese. Okay, just like so. So we're going to set this aside while we get our turkey ready. Same thing here. We're going to get our peppers ready. Just pop the peppers, everybody out of the bathtub for now. And we're going to put our marinara sauce in there. We're just going to go ahead and... Okay, now same thing. We're going to stuff these peppers. But first we need to put egg. Add more salt and pepper according to flavoring. Okay, we're going to add the rest of these bell peppers and then our egg. Start mixing this up here. You want to make sure everything's coated with the egg. Okay, same deal here. We're going to just stuff our peppers up to as much as we can. Keep in mind that you're going to be adding some shredded cheese at the end. All right, now time to prepare the vegetarian stuffed pepper. So again, you're going to start with the sauce on the bottom. It's optional. You don't have to put it in there if you want to, but I recommend it. Okay, go ahead and mix up your stuff here, just like you did before. We're not putting the egg in here. Get all the little vittles here. All right, guys. One other thing is too, if you after you get done and you think you need some more sauce, you can go ahead and put some sauce on the bottom. So that's what we're going to do right now. We have our bell peppers ready to go. All 3 different sets here. We're getting ready to put them in the oven. Now we're going to put them in the oven for about 45 minutes to 1 hour at 375 degrees. We're going to get ready and take the peppers out of the oven. So let's go ahead and remove them. After we remove them, we're going to put some cheese on top of it and let the cheese melt. Sprinkle some cheese on top of the peppers. Whatever cheese you want to do. Just remember, if you have high cholesterol, to be careful, because that increases the bad LDL. These are keto friendly, and these are vegetarian friendly, the ones we made without any meat or anything. And they're very filling, and they're delicious. So if you have like company coming over, this would be something wonderful to have for them. Make sure you cover the tops of these really good. I love cheese. I know you all probably do too. So I went ahead and sprinkled some cheese on here, but if you don't want to put cheese on your veggie stuffed peppers, you can go ahead and just drizzle it with olive oil over the top of it, and it'll be delicious just like that. But make sure you try to source some of that olive oil that's from like Crete or something like that, or you can also find some good ones here in the States as well. So we're going to put this back in the oven for about 2 minutes, let the cheese melt. Let me just sprinkle a little more cheese. You can't go wrong with a little more cheese. Same temperature. Just for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes is up. Let's go ahead and remove these out of the oven. Now this is my favorite part of any video, trying what we just made. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the, let's see here. I'm going to start with the beef. I'm going to try the beef. We're going to cut this pepper. Okay, we're going to cut this. I'm going to show you. There's the beef. Look at that, nice and juicy. That's why we drain the juice off, because it's going to be juicy anyways. But anyways, let's go ahead and give her a try here. Very good. I wouldn't mind having that every day, to be honest with you. It's so good. Let's try the vegetarian too. See all the juices, how they flow out? One thing I forgot to show you guys on camera was we went ahead and put some olive oil on top of each one of these right before we cut into them. go ahead and do that because it gives you the healthy fat. Because remember, if you're on the keto diet, you're going to want 70% healthy fats, and we're not getting the fats from the animal fats. We want healthy fats, which are monosaturated fats, which are going to be like your olive oil, your extra virgin cold pressed olive oil, your avocado oil, your walnuts, pecans, that sort of thing. Or fish too has omega fatty acids, which are really good. So anyways, this is wonderful. You guys try it for yourself. All right, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you would, please like and subscribe and even share this video to your friends, especially those that may be struggling with their health and they're wanting to improve their health by a healthy diet that tastes good and doesn't taste nasty like a regular diet. When you think diet, you think, nasty. This stuff is good food, it's good for you, and it'll give you energy, it'll give you mental focus, and longevity in your life. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you. If you'd like to have any of the recipes that you see here on this channel, please go to our website at www.practicalhealingfoods.com and check out our recipes, and you can just download them from there. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next video.